If you're looking to display your data in a clean, visually organized layout, learning how to add a grid block to your Softr application is the perfect place to start. In this complete guide, you'll learn exactly how to add a grid block to your Softr application and prepare it for displaying your data. The grid block is one of the most powerful layout tools inside Softr because it allows you to present records in multiple columns rather than a simple vertical list. This makes it ideal for showcasing products, team members, portfolios, image galleries, directories, or any other visual content where you want users to scan and compare items quickly. If you find this helpful, please like and subscribe, and let's get started. To begin, open your web browser and sign into your Softr account. Once you're logged in, you'll land on your dashboard, which is your central hub for managing all your applications. From the left sidebar, click on Applications. This will show you a list of every app you've built or started inside Softr. Locate the application that you want to edit and click on it to open the app editor. The editor is where you'll make all your changes, so take a moment to familiarize yourself with the interface if you haven't already. Once the application loads in the editor, you need to navigate to the specific page where you want to place the grid block. Pages are listed either in the left sidebar under Pages or along the top tabs, depending on your editor layout. Click on the page name to open it. Now, scroll through the page until you find the exact location where you want the new block to appear. It could be between a header and a text block or after an image block, whatever makes sense for your layout. The key here is to think about the user's journey. You want the grid to appear in a natural, logical spot, so visitors can easily find and engage with your records. Move your cursor between two existing blocks. As you hover in that gap, you'll notice an Add Block button, represented by a plus sign, become visible. This is your insertion point. Click that Add Block button to open the block library. The block library contains every type of block you can add to your page, from text and images to more complex components like lists and grids. Browse through the available block categories until you locate the grid blocks. You'll notice several grid block layouts, each designed for different types of content. Some layouts highlight large images, while others display titles, descriptions, buttons, or additional details. Take a moment to look through the options. Softr provides a variety of pre-designed templates for grids, so you're not starting from scratch. Choose the layout that best matches the type of information you're presenting. For example, if you're building a team directory, a layout with a photo, name, and role might be ideal. If you're showcasing products, a layout with a large image, title, price, and a button would work better. Selecting the right layout early on saves you time later because it reduces the amount of customization you'll need. Click your preferred grid block. Softr will automatically insert the block into your page at the exact location where you clicked the Add Block button. Once the block has been added, click on it if it isn't already selected. The settings panel will appear in the right sidebar. This is where all the magic happens. The settings panel is your control center for configuring the block. From here, you can later connect a data source, customize the displayed content, change the layout, adjust styling, and configure actions for your records. For now, the block may display sample or placeholder content. That's completely normal, don't worry. You'll replace it with your own data in later lessons. The placeholder is there so you can see how the layout behaves before you connect real information. Take a moment to familiarize yourself with the available settings. There are tabs for content, design, and actions. Under content, you'll eventually choose your data source and map fields like title, description, and image. Under design, you can adjust the number of columns, spacing, background colors, and typography. Under actions, you can set what happens when a user clicks an item, like navigating to a detail page or opening a modal. Understanding these options now will make the next steps much smoother. When you're finished exploring, click the preview button in the upper right corner of the editor. This opens a live view of your page as your users will see it. Review how the grid block appears on the page and check that it's positioned where you intended. Does it flow naturally with the rest of your content? Is there enough space around it? If you need to make adjustments, return to the editor. You can easily move the block by dragging it to a new location, or you can choose a different grid layout by clicking on the block and selecting a new template from the settings panel. Don't be afraid to experiment. You can always undo changes or swap layouts until it looks exactly right. Before you finish, keep a few best practices in mind. Grid blocks are ideal for displaying visual content, so choose a layout that highlights your images or graphics. Avoid overcrowding the grid with too much text. Let the visuals speak. Leave enough spacing between blocks on your page to keep the layout clean and easy to navigate. You can also test your grid on both desktop and mobile devices using the device toggle in the preview mode. Softr automatically adjusts columns based on screen size, but it's always good to verify. You can move or replace the grid block at any time as you continue building your app, so don't worry about getting it perfect on the first try. By now, you've successfully added a grid block to your Softr application and learned how to navigate the settings that will help you display your data beautifully. This foundational step opens up a world of visual possibilities for your app. As a next step, consider connecting a data source, like an Airtable base or a Google Sheet, to populate the grid with your actual records. And if you found this tutorial useful, feel free to save this video or revisit it whenever you need to add another grid to your project. Thanks for watching.